Plaintiff Sydney Kirk was friends with the defendant for 13 years, and she's had her fair share of issues due to excessive drinking. Sydney claims on Christmas the defendant got drunk and was passed out naked in front of her friends and family. Sydney's suing her today for car damages. Defendant Victoria Nelson says Sydney is stubborn, hot-headed, and judgmental, and she once tried to get Victoria fired from her job over a pizza. Victoria insists Sydney is suing for more than she owes.
Start with you.
Well, Victoria Nelson and I have been friends for 13 years. Over the years, she's had some issues drinking where I have had to look out for her more than my fair share. She's burned a few bridges.
Them faces. I see drunk today. You've been drinking? You're making a lot of faces over there. Go ahead.
She's burned a few
That's
bridges.
like a weed high. That don't even seem like a drink high.
No.
You been smoking weed?
No, I don't smoke marijuana, no, sir.
Go ahead.
Victoria and I have been friends for 13 years. In the past, she's burned a few bridges, including with her family. She's gotten drunk before, passed out naked in front of friends and family on Christmas Day.
Told you need to switch over.
I've had to look out for her here and there because that was my friend. And then she burned a bridge with me, with my vehicle. So.
Okay, and that's what we're here for. You give me some background on yourself, ma'am.
Yes,
You said
sir.
you get drunk and naked and fall out.
No, it was nothing like that, Judge Mathis. She's exaggerating. Yes, I'm a student at the University of Memphis. I'm a theater and African American Studies
Where?
major. University of Memphis in Memphis, Tennessee. I've known Sydney for about, like she said,
That's
about
the
13
problem.
years.
College students drink too much. And you're in college.
Oh, well, that may be a part of the problem. Yes,
Some
sir.
college students. Go ahead.
I've known Sydney for about 13 years, and we have been really good friends. She was incarcerated for 3 months. I kept her car. I
For
told
drinking?
No, sir. She had warrants out for her arrest.
For what? You got to do something to get a warrant.
Just different warrants out.
She's telling all your business.
Oh.
What'd she do?
She has various warrants out. She used to have a cocaine addiction. She's
Oh,
now
okay.
clean.
You don't want to go that far. I got you.
Exactly.
All
I
right.
don't want to go that
We don't
far.
have to go that
Even though she said I
far.
was
All
drunk, passed out naked.
Right, yeah. But you don't. You're being nice, so
Yes,
you don't.
sir.
You don't have to go there. All right. And you're in school. What are you majoring in?
I'm a double major at theater and African American
You
studies.
did say that. All right. Good. Good luck to you. No wonder you're supposed to make faces and stuff. That's part of your theater. All right. Now I understand why you're making those faces.
Always got to be camera ready. Always camera ready.
All right. I like you. All right. So other than that, you all are still good friends?
Yes, sir, we are. I love her to
Good.
death. She's just crazy. She's a bit stubborn. She's hot-headed. She can be very judgmental. She even went so far once to get me fired off my job at a waitressing job I had at the time because a pizza didn't come out when she wanted it to, and she threatened to call my manager and have me out of a job. So she does little low-down things. One time,
That
I
ain't
was.
little low down. That's real low
Yeah,
down.
that's real. That was real low down. I recall one time a friend of mine, a guy that I was dating, he was going to pick me up from her house, and she didn't want him to come to her residence where she lived at. So she proceeded to pack up my things, put them in her car, and she dropped me off at a gas station by myself with my bags at 1 o'clock in the morning, where it was dangerous. I had to wait on this guy for an hour.
Ma'am, I want to hear that part. You get her fired because your pizza came
Well,
late?
actually,
Your good friend?
I think she forgot a few details. What actually happened was I came to her job to support her, to put a little money in her pocket, to spend some money, have me a little lunch. I'm a professional vocalist in Memphis, and so I was trying to kill time in between rehearsals, so I was waiting to go to a rehearsal, and I expressed to Ms. Nelson that I didn't have much time to waste, but I wanted to get my food out. She made me wait like 20 minutes to even acknowledge that I was sitting at the table, and then proceeded to tell me that she was not gonna wait. She doesn't like to wait on black customers because they don't tip. That was the reason why I called her.
You
job.
all were good friends at that time?
I mean, if that's how good friends do, then I guess
Must have
so.
been kidding with you if you said, how long had you all known
No,
each
it was
other?
serious. She was very much so
How
serious.
long had you all known each other?
For quite some time.
Go ahead.
For
She
quite
told
some
you
time.
that, and what'd you do?
I called her job and made a complaint. And I did so to
And
prove
she
my
knew
point.
it was you saying it.
I texted her and let her know that I was calling her job to make the complaint. It wasn't a secret. I let her know that I was calling the job and I'm gonna complain on you. I told her. Ask her. I told her.
And she got fired.
No, they didn't fire her then. They fired her after she said something like that again to another coworker. Months and months later, that's when they let her go.
Judge, lies she tells. I did not tell her. I did not tell her anything to the nature of I did not want to serve African Americans. Sydney came in there on whatever day it was.
I've heard your part. All right, but you know that's a negative stereotype that is untrue. Go ahead. So what's the other reason you dumped her off at the gas station with all her bags?
Where Miss Nelson, when she got put out of her grandmother's house for falling down to a drunken stupor on Christmas Day drunk, I asked my friend who I was dating at the time to let her come and stay because I knew that she was displaced and I didn't want to see my friend out there in the streets. She agreed to come. She never came. I actually took her things to my apartment. Well, the night that she did come, she woke me up to say, well, my friend gonna come by here. And I'm like, well, who is this? I don't know who this is. No strangers coming to my house. Now, I'll take you where you can meet him. And if you wanna stand outside in the middle of the night waiting on a guy, then that's solely your business. So I proceeded to pack her things and we shimmied on down the road.
Why do you let her wait until the guy comes to pick her up?
I don't do all that.
You didn't want me to know where you live.
Because I don't know who that is. And she's been known to mess with sketchy characters. So no, I didn't want him at my house.
Yeah, you didn't want him to know where you live
No,
either.
he might rob
Sketchy characters like you.
Okay, well, you know.
Go ahead, ma'am. All right, so that's why you took her to the gas station.
And she sat there and waited. She wanted to go and stand in the middle of the night. Me personally, I need my beauty rest. I don't wait up all night like that. I just can't.
She used to have a cocaine addiction. She's
okay.
now clean.
You don't want to go that far.
Yeah,
right.
I don't want to go that far, even though she said I was drunk, passed out, naked.
Right, yeah. But you're being nice.
Defendant Victoria Nelson is being sued by her former friend, who claims Victoria got drunk on Christmas and passed out naked in front of her friends and family.
Car damages. Why are you suing her today?
I'm suing for car damages because when I was arrested in September, Victoria Nelson was riding with me. I was pulled over because I ran a red light, and the cops.
And you had warrants on
I had a
you.
warrant, and so they took me into custody. The cops advised that I could leave my vehicle with Miss Nelson because we were on private property. I said, okay, Victoria, you can keep the car. It's fine. Just take care of my car. She knows how I feel about my vehicles. Each and every one of them I've ever had. She knows. You know, and so I went to jail. I kept calling home, trying to make sure everything was okay. And it was weird because I kept having dreams that something was happening to my car. And every time I talked to her, she was telling me, the car is fine, the car is fine. And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, the car is just fine. Then I called home one day.
You were having dreams or were you getting high?
I was having dreams, Your Honor. I'm celebrating a year of sobriety, so I don't have any shame with that. I'm good. What happened was Ms. Nelson was driving my car drunk and proceeded to go onto the interstate in the wrong direction onto oncoming traffic, wrecked my car, got taken into custody, made bond, bailed out, and then kept driving my vehicle.
So she got back in the car.
Got back in the car and kept driving. And I told her, I said, well, Victoria, you know that, honey, that's just out of pocket. You should have took my car to my mama's house or something. You don't just drive. She left my car like overnight somewhere. And I still don't know like exactly when the wreck happened. But when I got home, she was telling me that it was just a bumper. It was not just the bumper. It was the bumper, the fog light, the washer reservoir, all cigarette burns inside of my car. I drive a luxury vehicle. It's not a brand new one, but I love my cars. I love my stuff. I like nice stuff. She knows that. She just totally dogged my stuff out. And I'm not surprised that she's on foot now because look how she treated my car. It wasn't even her car. She dogged it out. So, yeah.
Did she agree to pay?
She did. She told me that she was going to pay when she got her unemployment.
You tell me your side, ma'am, about the car damages.
Yes, sir. This particular day in September, I have several family members who have birthdays in the month of September. So we had a party at my grandmother's house. I had a few drinks. Yes, sir, I did. I proceeded to...
Or 5 or 6.
However many I had, it's none of your business. Anyways, I had...
It is her business. You wrecked her car. Go ahead.
I had a few drinks, and I was on my way home, and I hit a pole in her car. So I owe her monies, but I only owe her $440.
How so?
How so? The neighbor that's next door to me, he has been in the body shop business over 40 years. He owns his own body shop business.
And you say it's 1366.
Sir, Your Honor, she was trying to take my car to some bootleg shade tree
in the alley
that fixed cars at his house. I wasn't having it because that's not what's going on here.
Correct.
You know? No.
You have an estimate?
I do. And I have a card with the owner of the shop.
Do you have a legitimate estimate from a legitimate shop?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, let's see. I admire your professionalism and your sophistication.
Thank you.
A lot of times we have ladies in here and they get to yelling and talking crazy, so I admire you. I'm messing with you a little bit because you have a little theater in you, the sophisticated theater.
Thank you.
But you show me yours then, because I'm looking at a professional shop and the estimate of $13.66.
This looks pretty professional.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You know this isn't the same. You compare and you tell me which one to go with.
I would go with hers.
Which one to go with?
I would go with hers.
There you go.
Yeah.
$13.66 by her recommendation.
I'm just happy it's over with. Hopefully she can get the help that she needs and, you know, will be a little bit more honest in the future. But I love her to death, and she's like family, so there's no bad blood on my end.
She's a great person. We're good friends. She said some pretty embarrassing things about me in court that I'm going to have to face once I get home, but we'll deal with that at a later date. Right, Sydney? Right.
Plaintiff Michael Moises says he casually dated the defendant, and she knew from the start that he did not want a serious relationship. Michael claims after he refused to dedicate more time to their relationship, the defendant put his property outside and then advertised it as free stuff for anyone to take. Michael's suing for the cost of his property. Defendant Angharad Robinson insists she and Michael were in a serious monogamous relationship, and they even talked about moving to Arizona together. Angharad admits that she put Michael's property outside, but insists she was doing him a favor because Michael constantly complained about having too much stuff.
Let's start with you.
All right, so I dated Angharad for a little while last year. From the get-go, I told her it wasn't going to be very serious. I just wanted something casual. We were just friends, and it turned intimate, but I let her know it wasn't going to be anything serious. I was busy with work all the time, and I didn't have that much time to dedicate to her. And she said she understood, but it turns out she was kind of living in this fantasy world, and she expected way more out of me.
How did she demonstrate that?
Well, I was working all the time, and she would get mad that I was working so much and saying that I was ignoring her, and then eventually started accusing me of lying to her about working and even like cheating on her, but really she was just at home drinking.
How long into the relationship did she
just
start that?
First couple months.
Did you remind her that you told her?
Yeah, I would always tell her.
And what would she say?
Well, she was usually drunk when we were having these conversations.
That's not true.
That's true.
No. Everybody, I mean, you drink also. I don't drink anymore.
Let me hear from you. Tell me, you described the
I mean,
nature
I
of the
don't drink any
relationship.
more than he.
That's not true.
Yeah. But describe the nature of the relationship. He said when you all started out, he told you it would be casual, he doesn't want to get serious. And you said you flipped on him.
We had been dating. We dated for a year.
When you first started dating us, let's go
When
back
we first
there.
started dating, it was immediately very serious.
He told you that?
No.
I mean, I expressed that I had wanted to move back home to Arizona, which is where I'm from, and he had wanted to move with me.
That's also not true. Yeah.
When you first started dating, what was discussed regarding a relationship? He says when you first started, he told you he didn't want anything serious.
No, he never said that. We were in like a serious, exclusive relationship.
Okay, it was never discussed.
No, it was never. It was. We were in a serious relationship.
Okay, so the nature of the relationship was never discussed, like he says.
No, we had discussed it. I mean.
What was discussed then? You just told me it wasn't. What was discussed?
I mean that we were dating.
Okay, tell me the nature of that discussion and when did it occur? In the beginning of the relationship?
I mean, it's pillow talk.
Pardon me?
Pillow talk.
Okay.
Well, I was working all the time, and she would get mad that I was working so much and saying that I was ignoring her, and then eventually started accusing me of lying to her about working and even like cheating on her, but really she was just at home drinking.
Plaintiff Michael Moises says after he broke up with the defendant, she put his property outside and advertised it as free stuff for anyone to take.
What was discussed?
That we were in, that I didn't want to, that I am a monogamous person, that we were in a monogamous relationship.
And that
we were moving together, you know?
Moving in together?
Moving to Arizona together, to a whole different
How far into the relationship did you all say that?
That was probably a month. It was very soon
Within
after.
1 month, you all agreed to move to Arizona together.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's not true, Your Honor. She wanted to move into my house, and I told her it wasn't
How
gonna
long
happen.
after dating?
A month or two.
And what did you tell her?
I said, no, I'm not going to take care of her, because she needed somebody to just watch over her.
Why didn't you just remind her that, remember, this is not serious?
I did, but she didn't take me seriously.
No, you said what you told her is you want somebody to take care of you. I'm not taking care of you.
Right.
That's totally different from saying, hey, where are you coming from? This isn't serious. In fact, you know, it's not a monogamous relationship. You said, oh, I'm on the body. I can't take care of you. That's totally different. That doesn't make it clear to her.
That's a lot far after I told her it wasn't going to be the way she wanted.
1 month, you said.
No, but from the get-go, I told her that.
Right, but 1 month later, when she said, let's move together, you say you told her, well, no, I don't want to take care of you.
No, he agreed that we were going to move to
I
Arizona.
know, but he says he didn't.
I mean, but that's just not true.
Okay, he says it is.
I told her she should move to Arizona. I even told her I would help her.
All
but
right.
she knew I wasn't going to go with her. 'Cause I
Okay, and how does she owe you for property?
Okay. Eventually, after she wanted to move, and I said, look, it's not going to happen, she kept getting frustrated because I said, you need space. This isn't healthy for you. It's not working for me either. Tried to give her space.
What wasn't working? You
Our
all did
relationship.
move in?
We were still dating.
But you never moved in the cabin?
No.
Okay.
No. So I was at work on November 12th last year, and Harriet had a copy of my key that she had made. I didn't know that she had this.
You never gave her a key?
I gave her a key to my house to go in there when I wasn't there to take my
But
dog
she never
out.
said she wanted to make a copy?
No, she never told me
All
that.
right, is that true?
Because I got the key back from her.
Hello, hold on. Ma'am,
No,
is that true?
he gave me a key, and he was always over at my house. He had my key.
With the intent for you to keep it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
She went into my house while I was at work, and she took all my work equipment. I do audiovisual work and videography, and she took electronics and put them out on the curb. Pretty much most of my stuff.
With your permission?
No,
He
I
had
was
already
at work.
said that
Quiet, ma'am. Without your permission?
Yes.
How did you discover it?
Okay, my friend texted me, and I have these text messages too, and pictures of my stuff. He texted me, thought I was moving out because he saw my stuff on the curb. And then he said,
Are you moving out? No, why? All your stuff is outside. He said, what are you talking about? And this is a picture of all your things?
Those two pictures are pictures that he sent me.
And this
after
is on
people had left.
Craigslist.
Someone came up because I asked him to stand by my stuff and watch it. Someone said they saw an ad on Craigslist saying free stuff, so he had to fend off people from taking the rest of my stuff.
He had to fend off people.
But before he got there, $3,000 worth of my stuff was already taken. And I have a list of
And
everything.
you say she put your things out on the curb.
Yeah.
Put an ad saying free electronics.
Yes.
And it says that lots of electronics and music gear, it's all in good working order. It just needs to go fast.
Traffic jam, you get it.
First come, first serve.
That's unbelievable.
Ma'am, did you do any of this?
I did do that, but
Why?
we had talked about moving to Arizona for
There you
almost
go
a
with that
full-
again. All right, fine, but you didn't.
For almost a full year.
Got it. We passed that. You didn't.
And he had
Now,
talked,
why
and-
didn't you take
and
his stuff?
He had been for an entire year been expressing his like frustration with all of this like excess AV equipment and musical equipment that he had, and that he couldn't move because it was just like weighing him down, and it would be too expensive to move all of the stuff, and that he wanted to get rid of it, and maybe he'd sell it, maybe he'd just give it away because people could use it, but he never did, and it was just this constant.
So you put it outside?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I have a list of
When
everything.
you say she put your things out on the curb,
Yeah.
put an ad saying free electronics.
Yes.
And it says that lots of electronics and music gear, it's all in good working order. It just needs to go fast.
Plaintiff Michael Moises says after he broke up with the defendant, she put his property outside and advertised it as free stuff for anyone to take.
Do you think you need therapy of some sort? And we can
No.
help you get it? Because I think this type of behavior is highly unusual. It's highly unusual, but if you don't want to accept the help, fine. $3,000 is your judgment. She admits to putting your things out, putting an ad in Craigslist saying, come get it fast, saying that it is in good working condition, all without your permission, and says it's because you had been talking about moving to Arizona.
She thought she was doing me a favor,
and she was doing you a favor, right, without mentioning it to you. Got it.
I mean, I did it because...
That's enough, ma'am. That's enough. Let me know if you want treatment. We'll be glad to help you. Judgment for the plaintiff in the meantime. Bye.
Thank you, Your Honor. I deserve that money, and it wasn't right for her to take that away from me. So.
I stand behind what I did. I don't think an act of love is a crime.
I mean, I think we could probably still work something out, but...
If you can't understand what I did, I just don't.
Plaintiff Kaylee Payne was friends with the defendant, and she claims the defendant would often have Kaylee watch her son while she would have sex with her married boyfriend. Kaylee claims their friendship ended after the defendant called her boyfriend a racial slur, and she's suing for a cable bill and utility bill. Defendant Tanya Snyder says her home was more like a motel for Kaylee because she would often use it to have sex with random men. Tanya denies owing Kaylee for a utility bill. She's countersuing for 2 months of a cell phone bill.
Start with you.
Okay, well, it all started in 2012 when me and Tanya started becoming close. She had me watch her son while her boyfriend of a month, and he was still married at the time, mind you. She would go upstairs and have sex with him while she had me watch her son downstairs.
Sounds like you don't think that was the right thing to do. Yet you are an accomplice to it. You had her baby down there with you, and you knew what she was doing upstairs. How could you do that? What kind of friend are you? What else you want to tell me bad about you? Go ahead. What else you want
In
me
April
to know?
2015, our friendship really started to fall apart when me and my boyfriend got into a fight, and she thought that I don't know, for some reason she had to get into it, and she called him a racial slur.
That's the gentleman there?
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And after that, they stopped talking, and I believe that that's when our friendship really fell apart because I chose him over her. And from here out, like, I'm just done with her, and I just want her to pay her what she owes me.
All right. You want to give me some background?
Yes, Kaylee and I became friends in 2012, and at that point, I feel like I became a personal taxi driver for her and a motel for her because she used to use my house to sleep around, and I used to drive her and Jamal back.
Where would you be when she was sleeping around?
I would be gone. She would have all access to my house.
Okay, at least you left.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
She was still down there when you were upstairs.
Yeah, I guess.
A lot of times, though, she was there.
When you were upstairs
Yes,
doing
when
your
I was-
business.
Yeah, she would be there.
No, when I was
You'd be
sleeping.
up doing your business upstairs, and she'd be downstairs.
She'd be there, yep.
But she didn't watch your kids while she was...
I didn't have any kids at the time, Your Honor.
Well, after you finished that business, you had a kid. Go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am.
Well, then in March of 2015, we found out that she was pregnant by Jamal, and he wanted her to have an abortion. So he used to keep calling her and getting her upset. So I took it upon myself to answer the phone, and he started talking back to me and talking down to me. So yes, I did call him a racial slur. I apologized on numerous occasions.
Okay, you did apologize?
Yes, I did, because
All
that's
right.
not me. I have nieces that are
All right.
next.
All right, so you
And that's not
apologize
even-
like Paula Dean. She apologized and we forgave her.
At least I
Good
did.
woman. That's right.
Well, he is very
Apologize.
Well, he is very
We back to
controlling.
buying her cooking, huh?
He is very controlling. She was paying his bills, paying his
Dog, the
child
bounty
support.
hunter, he apologized. And I watched Dog again. Go ahead.
Well, he's very controlling. So she
Dog?
No.
Oh.
Mr. Purdue.
All right. Dog is a good
Mr.
man. I
Purdue.
was on a show with him once. Yeah, I like Dog.
I
the
met
bounty
him.
hunter. Yeah, you.
Not for that.
You say y'all friends, so it makes
No,
sense
he was
now.
in our hometown. No, he was in our hometown, so I happened to run into him.
Okay.
But she was paying his child support and paying his bills. I was the one running them back and forth where they had to go. Well, then me and her stopped becoming friends because when they're on and off, when they're together, she don't want nothing to do with me. But as soon as they're off, she wants to hang out and do whatever.
Plaintiff Kaylee Payne was friends with the defendant until she called Kaylee's boyfriend a racial slur.
All right. How does she owe you money, ma'am?
We had an agreement that if I put the cable bill and utility bill in my name, that there wouldn't be an outstanding balance. Well, in March of this year, it was last year. In March of this year.
You were living there, though?
No.
Yes, she was.
No, I wasn't.
I have
3 witnesses who wrote letters stating that I didn't. I have my lease stating that I didn't, and I have a witness saying that I didn't.
And I have proof through a Facebook message that I brought today that proves that she did.
All right.
I didn't.
And when you've asked for your money, what has she said?
She's been saying that it's paid. And I have text messages Facebook messages to prove that.
Do you have the bill or evidence of the bill or evidence that you paid it?
Yes.
Either one. Either of the 3.
I have the utility bills where the balance was transferred to mine, where I live now, because she didn't pay it. I have the final bill.
Unpaid balance of $2,000
from the utility company
as of March 16.
And here's the final cable bill.
Ma'am, what do you say?
I don't feel like I owe her the electric bill. I'll own up to the cable bill because my son was using it. But the cable bill, she moved in with me. We were supposed to split it up until me and Jamal got into a fight, and that's when she chose to leave.
I never said I would split that with you for 1.
Yes, you
for
did.
2, you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
What time frame did she live with you?
She stayed with me from February. We moved in at the end of February up until me and Jamal got into a fight. So the end of March, early April.
And you stayed until when?
I'm still there. I have a new
So why
lease
wouldn't
there.
you have to pay everything since April?
And I asked her to take it out of her name. She could have taken it
All
out
right,
of
if
her
she
name
took
at
it
any
out,
time.
then whose name would it be in?
It would have been in. I couldn't have it in my name at the time.
Who would have owed?
My friend would have had it in her name, and it would have been paid.
Who would have paid it?
Me for staying there.
Right.
But she
and
moved
you
in
for
with me.
staying there should pay it now. She was doing you a favor, not having to put it in your name, so that if you didn't pay it, as you didn't, it would be her liability and not yours. So that's not a defense, ma'am, because she did me the favor of keeping it in her name, and I stayed there and she didn't.
No, she could have taken it out of her name.
I know, but she didn't stay there. You used it alone for an entire year.
With my kid.
Correct. And your counterclaim is for what, ma'am?
Because she called me upset that she couldn't pay her bill because we had T-Mobile together. Mm-hmm. I already paid my part off of it, but she still had a part of it. I made 2 months payments for her. So she's coming after me for not paying it. Mm-hmm. I will go with what you said. Then I'm going after her for the payments that I did make on her and his bill.
All right. What months were those and how much?
December and January.
December and January of 15, 16?
15 and 16.
All right. See it, please, Doyle. You have it there?
Yes, I do, and I have it highlighted.
When you ask for your money, what does she tell you? Because
we haven't talked since they got.
She told you she would pay for it, though, right?
We were all supposed to pay it.
Okay. Ma'am, what do you say to this?
Okay, first of all, that was a gift because I was in labor with my daughter when I paid the other half of $766.
Which you had your daughter in October. This was in December and January
because
when you called me crying
said it was a
because
gift.
you didn't
You're
pay
just
it.
mad because I brought you here. And
I am
that's
not mad
why
because you brought me here. No,
yeah,
I am not.
Okay.
I'm glad to get this done and over with.
I bet.
Plaintiff Kaylee Payne was friends with the defendant until she called Kaylee's boyfriend a racial slur.
I think you're mistaken in thinking that because it's in someone else's name and you're the one using it, that you don't have to pay. She had left by your own admission by April of 15. And so for over a year, you have not paid thinking that she owes it, even though she's not using it and she's not there. On the other hand, I will also accept the counterclaim assertion that she was supposed to pay you for the cell phone bill. So I'll grant her counterclaim of $295 and I'll grant your judgment for $2,600 $163. All right, have a good day, both of you.